Hello and welcome to a new Scale 500 news video here on the channel. It is once again time for news from Herpa Wings and to see what they are cooking up for us here in the near future, as they have announced their releases for 0910 2024, so September, October. And what have they come up with? Well, let's check it out. All right, so for the 0910 releases, Herpa Wings has this time come up with a re-release of a Boeing 777-300 in the American Airlines livery. This is indeed already the fourth version of this aircraft. So if you haven't got your hands on a 777-300ER in the American Airlines livery, now is your next chance to do so. And next chance is also the motto for the next model, which is the Embraer ERJ 195E2 of KLM Cityhopper, as this is the 001 release, so the second version of this aircraft model. And I must say I'm a little bit disappointed, to be honest, because Herpa has made a really great mold with the E2. So why not, well, branch out? You have already released a KLM model of that aircraft type, so why not get some other airlines on board? But I guess for those who have missed the first version, here is a second one. But since I'm talking branching out with the E95E2, I guess I must eat my critique here right away, because they kind of have done so with the E95E2 of TUI Airlines Belgium. Definitely a nice model to come. I don't know if this is a one I will be getting, but for sure, if they can start releasing more aircraft models of the E2, because it is a really good mold they have made, then this is for sure good for any collector. Then we have now finally a release date for the 777-300ER of Emirates in the new colors. I mean, we've already seen the sample model, I guess, about a year ago, and now finally they are ready to release it, at least to announce it. If they will release it on time, well, we will see. Then we will be getting a model of an A321neo, that in itself, of course, not very rare, but it will be with the Transavia livery, and that is, of course, completely new, as Transavia has only just received their very first Airbus aircraft in their fleet. So I think that is a quite exciting model, definitely something I can see quite a few European collectors at least being quite excited about. And since we are talking European collectors, there is more for them to come in form of an ATR 72-500 in the livery of Finnair. Yes, finally we get the ATR 72 of Finnair. This is a model that collectors have been asking for years, and Herpa has actually been talking about this quite some time, but they just never shared the information when they would release such a model. They only talked about that they were working on it. Now we know it is announced for 0910 this year, and I can't wait. Then a model that has actually surprised me quite a bit. It's also an ATR 72, but a 600 version. Not that there is much of a difference in terms of the look, but no matter, that is not the important part here. It is sporting the livery of Iberia Regional. And yeah, as I say, this is definitely a model that I didn't see coming, but hey, why not? I think this could also be a quite neat little aircraft for quite a few collectors. And talking about a neat model, we are of course desperately in need of more standard livery narrow bodies from TAP Air Portugal, and Herpa is now finally delivering in form of an Airbus A321neo. Now, if I'm completely honest, I would have loved to see either a re-release of an A320ceo or, and probably much more preferred, an Airbus A320neo. But I guess since we haven't had any A321neo in the standard livery, at least now we get it. Now, if you, like me, are tired of Herpa's ridiculous prices and not always agree with the models that they are releasing, or perhaps just would wish for more variety, then why not try out some custom models? Now, TWC Customs, that is the new account of Tim Wings 500 collector, is making some really awesome custom models. So do check him out. I will leave a link to his account in the video description below if you would like to try out some great custom models. Also quite a surprise, at least for me, is the Airbus A321neo in the livery of Vietnam Airlines. So finally some more narrow bodies for Asian collectors. I'm not sure this will be a bestseller, but I think it is a good sign because it kind of shows that Herpa is listening to collectors, that we do want to have more narrow bodies also from other areas than just Europe. So for sure, a good sign, I think, overall here. Then we get more narrow bodies in this batch, quite a few actually, with the Airbus A319 of CH Air, or if you just pronounce it as it's written, Chair. This is a little and probably not that known, at least not outside of Europe, airline from Switzerland that is operating charter traffic, so holiday traffic around Europe from Switzerland mainly to Southern Europe. Definitely a model that has been missing in people's collections for quite some time, as the airline has pretty much come to existence after the fall of Air Berlin. So it has been around for quite a while now. Then a model that I don't think is surprising anyone, it is the Embraer E90 of German Airways. Unfortunately, not in the standard livery. That would have been much better, but they are of course creating an Embraer E90 in the German Airways livery with the Herpa 75 years anniversary logo. I mean, I think by now everybody has seen the images of the aircraft in real life, and of course Herpa will be milking this cow till the very last drop, so they will of course make this model in all scales and variants that Herpa is currently producing. I guess the only positive thing here is that they're starting with the scale 500 version. It's not a model I am very interested in. If it had been the standard livery, I would have gone for it right away, but I don't really need to support Herpa more than I already do by buying some of their massively overpriced products. Now, Herpa has of course made a refurbishment of their mold for the Dreamlifter and have released a new Dreamlifter not that long ago. But what do you do with a mold that you can't use that many times and have massively invested in? Well, of course, you make it as a Christmas model. So for those few collectors in the world that are actually interested in the Christmas model, I guess this could be an exciting model for you. For everybody else, I mean, hey, it's there. Military collectors are this time also getting a model in form of an Airbus A400M Atlas of the Belgian Air Force. And then the time of governmental aircraft from Herpa Wings is not over yet. They are releasing 2 more in this batch. Both will be the 7478 BBJ variant, the first one of the Egyptian government and the second version of the Kuwaiti government. I mean, I think it is cool that they're making more governmental aircraft for sure, but I would wish that Herpa would be a little bit more creative in choosing the aircraft type, so it's not always the 7478. It does get a little bit repetitive, but I mean, yeah, I guess better some governmental aircraft than none. So those are the Scale 500 announcements from Herpa Wings for September-October 2024. What are your thoughts on the models announced? What are your thoughts on the prices? Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to leave a like if you like this type of content, and of course hit subscribe if you are new around here. With that, thanks so much for watching today's video. I'm checking out, and bye.